All right, you guys want to talk about a fat man, or do you guys want to talk about a white man?
I like fat people.
Yeah.
Alex Jones!
Let's go.
So you're telling me, what was it, like 950 at first?
965 million.
965 million. And then they added on another 435 million?
475 million.
What's the deal? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, they pretty much just added it on. So if you guys don't know Alex Jones, Alex Jones is the biggest conspiracy theorist that there ever was. Alt-right, conservative podcaster. Everybody knows him. He's been on Joe Rogan plenty of times.
Joe Rogan doesn't fuck with him anymore.
He weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah, he weighs 300 pounds. So following the Sandy Hook incident that happened, it was a school shooting where 26 people lost their lives, 20 kids and 6 teachers. Following that tragic incident, Alex Jones went on his platform and then pretty much said that it was a hoax, it was fake, and he went on about it for years. A lot of the family members ended up coming out and suing him. And
like coming out the closet? Huh?
Basically. I think it's all on the same lines. Go on.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
going.
I don't know if that was like, oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah,
He doesn't know what coming out the closet means.
No, I know coming out the closet, but I'm thinking like school shooter closet. I'm like, that's not like a tasteful joke. I'm thinking like,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
bro,
bad.
be tasteful. What the fuck?
Taste the
fucking
nicotine.
assholes.
Damn.
You're going to be the new Alex Jones, bro. People lost their life, bro. They gonna sue your ass next, man. Anyway, so he got sued for like punitive
Hebrews to Negroes.
for like punitive damages.
Look it up.
He hasn't even been sued for like the compensatory damages yet, for real. So yeah, 965 million, and then they just added on the 475 million today.
I don't think that's enough.
Why. Yeah, okay.
Make it $1 billion if you really care about the cause. You want to teach us? Wait,
It's past $1 billion.
It's past $1 billion, bro.
It's like 1.5 billion.
Yeah, bro,
dog.
it's crazy.
make
like,
it $2 billion if you give a fuck about the families.
And so the crazy thing is, though, is Alex Jones was saying, I'm not paying a penny to those families.
Damn.
He's letting his man
My
titties
guy.
hang. Let the man titties hang, baby.
That's
Let
like-
him hang, Alex.
You know
Tell
how
those motherfuckers, man.
And he was in court, like, acting an ass and shit. Like, he wasn't helping out with the investigation. Like,
They got dude. His lawyers leaked all the texts that he had sent to them on accident to the prosecution.
Yeah. So it was just a lot of fuck shit. So now it's just kind of like, damn, bro. Like, bro, Alex Jones, his granddaughters, grandsons, cousins, uncle won't be able to pay that shit.
Pay
like,
up, bitch.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Out
it's
the
so far
womb, they're
down
gonna
the
be
line,
getting
like,
cussed out.
Bro, who has $1 billion?
that fool's gonna pay
I'll
it
tell
at
you
20.
who doesn't. Brother Kanye. Give it back to him.
Man, that shit is crazy.
Bro,
That shit's wild.
they're gonna pay that shit off in 2100.
Never.
gonna be
They're never
sad.
paying this shit up, bro. Bro, that shit's
Bro,
crazy.
So I was trying to look up Alex Jones's net worth.
Yeah, what is it?
Bro, you can't find it because it's all about him paying the money back.
Uh,
I'm literally trying to find all of that, and I was like, bro, he could not have made that much money off of Sandy Hook. And then
for sure.
they're literally charging him for something that he didn't make that much money to pay him back for.
Yeah, bro, I
I didn't
feel
know
like-
you could get sued for something that like you're not making money off of.
So I'm trying to remember it. So there's two different types. There's like punitive, and then there's which one is it? There's punitive and compensatory, right?
Yeah.
And so
Punitive for sure.
So then punitive is the one.
What do those mean?
So there's one where it's like emotional damage, and there's one where there's actual damage done to, like, let's say physical property damage. The 965 was for like the physical shit. So he hasn't even been charged for the emotional damage per se for like what they're trying to charge him. In
The punitive is the ones where it's like the punishment for the conduct, basically, like whatever outrageous
or bad
thing he
actor. So that's the 965
He's a bad apple.
Yeah. He hasn't even been gone through the emotional damage and stuff like that one yet. So yeah, it's pretty crazy with what's going on with him. But I think this case is very important because I'm a conspiracy theorist myself.
You better watch your mouth.
If you even want to call it that. But like, okay, so Alex Jones has been talking about what goes on behind the veil of Hollywood and behind the veil of all these elites, right? He was the first person to really break that the Epstein Island existed. You feel me?
Yeah.
He went on Joe Rogan and said a lot of crazy like shit about the Epstein Island and stuff like that, which ended up coming out to be true.
Yeah,
right?
and we all know that Epstein did not fucking kill himself in prison. He got he choked on a dick in there, and they fucking suffocated him, held his nose shut, and just rammed one down his throat.
Right.
Look at the coroner's report.
Now, I don't want to make the same mistake that Alex Jones made. I'm not saying that the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax, but that is a conspiracy theory that has been around the conspiracy theorist community for a long time.
I used to watch some videos where I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, for
I
a
was watching
long
them
time.
shits.
And then there would be reasons because we know that America has false flag operations. Like,
Yeah.
that's not anything that's foreign to the country.
Like, why do you lie so much?
So
we'd be able to know.
And so the thing is like, I don't like this case. Well, I don't like, it has nothing to do with feelings or whatever, but I'm looking at this case like, damn, he's kind of being shown as like the chicken that's being tarred and feathered. It's like, okay, look at this conspiracy theorist that went out there and said all this crazy stuff. He's being charged $1.6 billion. Like, you're going to set the precedent to never have anybody else be on the level of Alex Jones again, right? But he did say things that were true. Yeah. He said things that ended up coming out to be factual. So now people are going to look at Alex Jones saying, oh, we throw the baby out with the bathwater, forget everything that he said, because remember Sandy Hook, he lost all that money. You can't listen to anything that guy says. He's a crackpot. He's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, what's he gonna be able to do?
But
like,
it's
how does that work?
Like he did say some truthful shit.
So, yeah, because it's like he was true. Like he did spit some facts about Epstein Island. Then everybody saw what happened. And they're like, yeah, that's just really going on. But once that the Sandy Hook shit stuck on, they're like, okay, we do got to make an example out of this dude, so he can be radioactive. Nobody could touch this guy. Nobody should listen to his beliefs. But motherfucker, he's been right about certain things, but he has spewed a lot of stuff that hasn't been proven.
Right.
Which is the reason that it's kind of difficult. You can't just be going off you can't just base off like things that these are just theories. Conspiracy fact is a different story. Like the secret societies. Like I think we all know about the secret societies, especially like if you look at JFK, gave a speech about secret societies. 2 days later, sniped. Like so, there's shooters. There's truth to it, and that they'll see it as like, okay, if you're exposing the U.S.'s secrets, like they did that with what's his name, the WikiLeaks guy. What's his name? Julian Assange. Oh, they said.
I thought you were talking about
Snowden.
Oh, okay. That's another person, right?
Yeah.
But
who might have been Jewish.
Yeah. So if you're exposing like the U.S.'s secrets, they see it as something that you're going against justice or something like that. And I just feel like he said so many things that go against the
Pledge of Allegiance,
the secret people societies, or the shadow people, right? So they're obviously going to come for you 10 times harder than the one thing that you got right.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah,
they're trying to silence the man.
How do you feel about the $475 million?
Bro, that's the thing. Fair? Like the totality of it. Like, how does that even work? Like, he obviously can't pay that shit. So, like, what happens next? I feel like with doing a number that outrageous, it's like, they're probably not gonna get paid. Something's gonna happen.
Alex Jones is a very smart man. I think his plan was originally to get sued for all this shit and then ask Kanye for the money. But then, what happened with Kanye, and that money's not happening anymore.
Well, you know what? If Alex Jones says he's bankrupt, he might not have to pay that money back anyway.
But then, like, if you go file for personal bankruptcy, but you have to have put those funds into something else, some offshore shit, or like it's at least tied to a business. Like that's how people, you claim your own bankruptcy.
Does he have to do time?
Nah, because it's a civil case.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So I guess is that what he's gonna do? File for bankruptcy and then just.
What else can you do, bro? 1.6 billion. How many options do you have?
I just bite the bullet and pay it personally. Yeah, not everyone's bank account set up like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I just say half now, half later.
Yeah, but I just don't like that label though. You label somebody conspiracy theorist, all of a sudden everything they say just goes out the window.
Do you think that it's fucked up what he was doing to the families for all those years without verified information?
Of course. I mean, just you have to hear this guy spew about what happened to your kid and that situation and relive it for that long. Yep. Yeah, that's horrible. And he has a platform. The platforms are very, very important. And then you have people sending them letters saying, "Oh, hoax, fake, whatever. You deserve to die for killing your kid." Like crazy shit like that because they're listening to Alex Jones. It's like you have to understand the power that your voice has.
Do you think that when somebody has a big enough platform and they're talking shit about somebody else, do you think it's like a form of terrorism?
Talking shit in what regard?
I think it's gay.
Like, let's say, because AOC was making this point about how Tucker Carlson fans, every single time Tucker Carlson talks about AOC, she ends up getting all these death threats, all these hateful messages. Would that be considered a certain form of terrorism? If you have a big enough platform, just like Trump inciting the January 6th shit, right? Is that a form of terrorism?
You can't control your crazy fan base.
But you know what kind of platform you have and how large it is and how much impact it has.
But him telling a story of AOC is different than him saying, "Hey, y'all go storm," or "It's okay if you storm AOC." Let's say the Trump situation, right?
Yeah.
He's just putting a story out on AOC. You're gonna take it left, right, up, down, however you take it. It's just the crazy fans that are like, oh, he's talking about AOC again. Yeah, fuck AOC. Oh, yeah, let's email her and do all the crazy shit. Like, you can't control that, you know? Like, about what your fan base does.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what do you want him to do about it? Like, hey, guys, stop doing it. Like, I'm reporting the news. I don't want you guys
But there's a certain way that you're reporting about her. You know, you could poke you could poke holes in her arguments,
right?
But if you're just talking about her character and who she is as a person, maybe that's not something.
That happens in all media, though.
I don't think it can be terrorism against like one person though.
Because there's like a lot.
So would you consider Trump's the insurrection, January 6th? Would you consider
terrorism?
That?
Yeah.
But he didn't say anything about them be like, yo, we are going to go storm the Capitol so we could get all the paperwork. Like,
I could see their acts were terroristic acts. Storm the whole Capitol. But he did incite that shit. Come on now. We were all on Reddit. We were all in the message groups kind of vibing with it, thinking that they were all playing. I was like, oh, shit. I might come through. I might slide. We doing some... And then I found out they was on some Proud Boy shit, and I was still almost down to slide. But I couldn't pay for the plane ticket. I was broke back then.
So
okay, back to the terrorism point, right?
Go ahead.
It's not terrorism if the media is kind of throwing shots at each other, because look at Trevor Noah. The whole time Trump was president, he's throwing shots at Trump the whole way.
Which was
little
fucked
hands,
up.
Little orange man, like every single political figure goes through that same thing, especially if you're in the media like that. So I don't think that it's terrorism in that regard if it happens all the time. Like,
yeah, show respect to the commander in chief. That's my number
because they're
one
gonna talk
rule.
shit about each other, like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's stupid, he can't read. The same thing we do with Joe Biden now. Like, people are gonna talk about him. Like, it just depends on which side's in office and which side you're on to laugh at and say, oh no, this guy's bad or this guy's good. It's always gonna happen.
Joe Biden, old ass. I'd rather listen to Joe Budden before I listen to Joe Biden. Tell you that much. Joe for president. Joe for president.
At this point, they both put you to sleep.
All right, we talking about Top G now?
Let's talk
Top
about
G.
Yeah.